Was Danielle Colby fired from American Pickers? For quite some time, there was confusion over whether Danielle was fired or left American Pickers after she stopped appearing on the show. She did feature as a cast member in season 23, with IMDb crediting her last appearance as episode 14, entitled Pool Hall Picking. The Iowa native was known for her role as shop manager and has been starring in the program since 2009. In a 2012 interview with the Miami New Times, she said that one never knows what will happen in the future. She said, "I highly doubt that antique archaeology is the last job I'll ever have in my life, though it is definitely the coolest job I've had to date. It all depends on when my time there has run its course. I have an obligation to Mike Wolfe, who put me in the position I'm in right now, and I'll respect that till the end. My plan is just to stick around and see what happens. But I have a contract, and I'll of course honor that contract." I guess that's a sugar-coated way of saying I'd love a spin-off. In late 2022, Danielle underwent a hysterectomy after suffering from incredibly painful uterine fibroids. She admitted she had lost her desire to work in the emotionally taxing time after her surgery. However, it seems Danielle will appear in season 25, as she recently shared a pic of her on set declaring we're back prior to its premiere on Wednesday, July 5, 2023. American Pickers is a popular show on the History Channel that followed Mike Wolfe and Frank Fritz as they scoured the country for hidden gems in junkyards, basements, garages, and barns. They also met quirky characters and heard amazing stories along the way. The show was previously drama-free, but fans were shaken up in March 2020 after Frank disappeared from the show. In an exclusive interview with the U.S. Sun, he explained that he did not leave the show and claimed that he was eager to return to the cast. He said at the time, "I would like to come back to the show. I was doing it for 11 years. I'm 100% recovered now, and I'm ready to roll and go back on the show." However, Frank went on to claim that the network wouldn't give him a straight answer about returning, as he continued, "They talk out of both sides of their mouth. It would be like me telling you I want to go back on the show, and then tomorrow going, I never said that, I never said anything about that. The showrunner called me on my birthday, on October 11 of last year, and he said, I'll call you back tomorrow. But I haven't heard from those people at all. They don't contact me." Danielle commented on the incident, "I'm truly saddened for the loss of Frank on the show. I'm incredibly sad for his struggles. I have personally watched everything over the last decade. I have many thoughts but won't speak them as they are only my thoughts, not gospel. I wish things could have been different, but we must be accountable for our actions when we cause instability or pain and suffering to others." Frank was later replaced with Mike's brother Robbie, which was a decision that fans had mixed feelings on. In July 2022, Frank was found on the floor after suffering a stroke at his Iowa home. The 57-year-old reportedly recovered after the incident. Season 25 of American Pickers returned on Wednesday, July 5, 2023, at 9 p.m. on the History Channel. Episode 10 of Season 25, The Mile-Long Yard. Sale airs January 31, 2024. In this episode, Mike and Jersey explore the hidden gems as they embark on a journey that leads them to a fascinating Oddfellows Lodge in Maryland. This episode will also feature a visit to a unique theme park and roadside attraction created by a passionate collector. Reruns of the past seasons can be watched on the channel or streamed on Peacock and Hulu. Asterisk was Danielle Colby fired from Asterisk American Pickers. The rumors, the reality, and the road ahead asterisk. The world of American Pickers has always been one of intrigue and adventure, as Mike Wolf and his team scoured the backroads of America in search of treasures buried in forgotten barns and attics. But as the show matured into a cultural phenomenon, its cast also became the subject of fascination, especially Danielle Colby, the tattooed queen of The Office who became a fan favorite. Her charisma, wit, and knack for research made her indispensable to the show, not just as a scheduler of picks, but as a full-fledged personality in her own right. Recently, whispers have echoed across the internet, suggesting that Danielle Colby might have been fired from the show. Fans are asking, is there truth to the rumors? Or is this just another wave of baseless speculation? Let's unpack the story. #### the origins of the rumor. The American Pickers fan base is nothing if not observant. Danielle's absence from a few recent episodes, coupled with her reduced presence on promotional materials, raised eyebrows. Add to that her increasingly vocal presence on social media, where she discusses her personal interests, advocacy, and burlesque career more than the show itself, and speculation began to grow. It didn't help that American Pickers has been in flux since the departure of Frank Fritz, another beloved figure whose exit stirred controversy. With Frank gone and rumors of tension between him and Mike Wolf dominating headlines, fans began to wonder if Danielle's role might also be in jeopardy. ### behind-the-scenes changes. The production of a long-running show like American Pickers is never static. Cast members evolve, dynamics shift, and producers make decisions based on ratings, logistics, and audience engagement. For Danielle, her position was always unique. While Mike and Frank, and later Robbie Wolf, handled the physical aspect of picking, Danielle's role was rooted in research and organization, which often kept her away from the actual road trips. Over the years, Danielle has expressed both love for and frustration with her role. In interviews, she's admitted that the demands of the show sometimes clash with her personal goals. As a passionate advocate for preserving history and an accomplished burlesque artist, Danielle's interests extend far beyond antique picking. There's also the reality that as her star rose, so did her opportunities outside of American Pickers. Whether she's curating vintage clothing collections, performing in her burlesque troupe, or sharing her thoughts on social issues, Danielle has always been more than just a TV personality. ###, the official word. As of now, there has been no official confirmation from Danielle Colby, Mike Wolf, or the History Channel that she's been fired or has left the show. Danielle herself addressed the rumors in a roundabout way during a recent Instagram Q&A. When asked about her future with the show, she replied, "I've always been grateful for my time on American Pickers. It's been a wild ride, and I'm proud of what we've accomplished." While not in outright denial, her words suggest a sense of reflection rather than abrupt termination. Mike Wolf, who is often referred to Danielle as a sister, has remained tight-lipped on the subject. Given his track record of staying private about cast matters, he was famously reserved about Frank Fritz at Exit. It's unlikely he'll address the rumors directly unless an official announcement is made. ###, could Danielle be eyeing a new path? Even if Danielle isn't leaving American Pickers, it's clear she's exploring other creative avenues. Her social media platforms are filled with updates about her burlesque shows, philanthropic efforts, and personal projects. She's also been outspoken about mental health and self-care, hinting that she might be prioritizing her well-being over the grind of television production. For many fans, Danielle's potential departure would be bittersweet. On one hand, her unique energy has been a cornerstone of the show. On the other, her growth as an individual and artist is something to celebrate. ###, the fan reaction. As speculation continues, fans have been divided in their reactions. Many have taken to social media to voice their support for Danielle, with hashtags like hashtag Team Danielle trending sporadically. Others have expressed concern about the direction of American Pickers as a whole, wondering if the show can maintain its charm amidst so many changes. "I can't imagine the show without Danielle," one fan tweeted. "She's the glue that holds everything together." Another wrote, "If Danielle is leaving, I hope it's because she's moving on to something amazing. She deserves it." Of course, there's also a segment of the audience that sees Danielle's reduced role as a natural evolution of the show. "People come and go," one commenter noted. "It's sad, but that's TV." Hashtag, what would American Pickers look like without Danielle? If Danielle were to leave the show, it would mark a significant shift in its dynamics. Her quick wit and edgy style brought a counterbalance to the sometimes subdued personalities of Mike and Frank. Without her, the office scenes could lose their spark, and the show might feel less grounded in the quirky, human side of picking. However, American Pickers has proven resilient in the face of change. The departure of Frank Fritz was a major blow, but the show continued with Robbie Wolf stepping into a more prominent role. If Danielle does step away, it's likely the producers already have a plan in place to fill the void.